crazy.
Planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist, and you are educated, and you are this, and you are that, and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. River TV. What's up?
We're Phoenix Energy, a family-owned oil company focused on unleashing American oil from North Dakota.
What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back. You know, at that point, is just proof, like
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I wonder what this is about. I don't even know if anybody here. I'm here. When I get ready to talk about this, this is pathetic. Hold on.
Ding dong ditch. Now, what did I tell you? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all was going to happen? I warned you. I said it. I said it. I warned you. I told you that this was going to happen. I predicted it. I almost want to go and pull up my old video that I said something about it.
Now this is a video from the millionaire. This video is basically, I haven't watched it. I just see the title that says 11-year-old boy killed by his Houston neighbor after playing. What the hell? Whoa. What the hell going on with this kid in the ding dong? What?
I said it. I said it. I said it. And I told you that it was gonna happen. I said pretty soon somebody gonna get somebody gonna die.
What's going on?
Pretty soon somebody is gonna catch an ill. I said it.
Wait a minute. Look, I got to look this up. He telling me too much of pretty soon. And wait a minute. Wait. Ding. Is that what is this? What is this ding dong? So let me look ding dong up. Because I got two ding dongs. I was about to talk about two ding dongs. And I looked at my phone and I'm like, damn, the ding dongs that I'm talking about, this video is something going on in Texas. And it's some kind of ding dong. I don't know nothing about the ding dong. All I know is I was about to talk about two ding dongs over in Texas. Whoever this Presley is, she just got added to the list. And then I'm back on Jasmin Cockett again, who won't leave. I'm saying to myself, I got to come and address these two ladies because they over there fighting over Epstein files. Not to say that no victim in any circumstance makes it right. But I just found it so profoundly just in interesting that Jasmin Crockett and whoever Presley is. I mean, because I don't know you either, Jasmin. You just hit my goddamn radar. And once y'all hit my radar, sometimes I can't get you off until my watch list say take them off. That'd be a minute or so. It depends on why you in my head. But now you're making me look at you even worse than what I could look at you, because I didn't understand why y'all going so hard for these Epstein files. Mind you, Epstein passed away years ago, at least 2 to 3 of them. Nobody thought to fight this hard about the Epstein files until now, until we got the right as Black America to sit our ass down, mind our goddamn business, and start making sure that our blueprints are right so that we can have money and the right type of education and funding for our, not these grandkids, not those grandkids. I'm talking about the, at least 2, 3 generations for now. Y'all gonna tell me the Epstein files were not that important to where y'all allowed all of these years to go past and not one word from you 2 ladies about Epstein files. And now when it's time again for me to sit down and thank the Lord for even being a part of this history, thank orunmila for even waking me up to even be able to get smart and tighten up and get it right, you're gonna tell me now y'all fight is over the Epstein files, and this man has been gone over 2 or 3 years. Number one, uno. Number dos, two, you're gonna tell me that these young ladies whose parents aren't even all over the place, because I want to know, where is each parent? Why haven't y'all, where is y'all little community at? I want to know, why haven't you all inserted yourself in those communities? Why haven't you found those victims before now? Yes, and I'm talking to the ding-dongs, whoever Presley is, and whoever Jasmin is, Jasmin Crockett. I got to call your goddamn name every day. I come here mad. I can't even come to my own goddamn house in peace because this lady right here keeps me on red and black. I'm like, lady, get your ass out of Texas. You're swamping yourself. You have no friends. They're making you look like the new educated Barbie doll that just won't leave. What gonna make you shake and break? For you to watch my goddamn video and get mad at me? Would that make you shake and break? Get your ass from over there. Maybe I can tell you to get your stank ass from over there. Maybe that'll make you wake up. Who's she calling stank? I'm calling your stank ass stank. Get from over there. Like, get your ass from out of Texas. You're telling me that you're over in Texas fighting hard. Again, people don't come at me about these Epstein files, because there's been heartbreak all through my black goddamn community, and don't nobody cry harder than me, because I'm emotional until I got to get Lilith on your ass. I want to know, why is these 2 ding-dongs over there worried and fighting so hard? Now they open up the doors. Y'all went from redirecting to now y'all on the Epstein files. Which one y'all gonna pay attention to? Because you ain't talking about one thing no more. Now you're jumping onto somebody else. But I didn't understand, how come I didn't see y'all up and fighting when we had so much turmoil and royal and ruckus going on with R. Kelly, with all those young ladies? Like, where were they? Where are they at? Where were you all at then? Where were you all at when we still have not gotten answers? In that same ass, listen here, in that same ass Washington goddamn D.C. up there, up the road, the one that Trump is over there trying to get the war right. Y'all ain't tell me yet, did anybody forget all the black women that have been missing out of Washington, D.C.? Is that not important? Is that not a reason for us to goddamn it keep the war going over there? For maybe we can start unraveling, where are some of our black women? Where are our black girls in Washington, D.C.? Did y'all forget about that story? So, Miss Jasmin, you're not even as pretty girl as you are. Why didn't you go and jump on a story like that? Do you know how they would rave you in Washington, D.C.? Everybody else gonna kick your ass out. But Washington would appreciate you if you come and start any kind of movement right now. If y'all are in Washington, I'm telling y'all, listen to me. This is the time where you start forming. Anybody in Washington, this is the time y'all supposed to take advantage of the National Guard being there. Y'all should start asking questions then. Okay, we got the National Guard here. I don't give a damn what this black ass mayor say. You shut your goddamn mouth, mayor, because you have showed me yet where our black women and black girls are at in Washington, D.C. See, now all y'all done pissed me off because I had forgot about that story until just now. So y'all telling me that we don't need National Guard over in Washington, D.C.? So where are all the black missing girls from Washington, D.C., Mayor? I guess I am on the right track because for some reason my song Red and Black 25 is on. Thank you, Rod Wave, if you haven't been such an inspiration. So y'all don't need y'all don't need in Washington, D.C. You guys are telling me that you do not, under no circumstances, need the National Guard in Washington, D.C. So can anybody explain to me, where are all the missing black girls? Have they been captured? Have they been found? Can I find the encyclopedia on that? Can anybody open up any doors and explain to me, where are those young ladies? Anybody looked into that since the National Guard is there? Have any, and there's that 52. Thank you. Has anybody asked the National Guard, excuse me, Mr. National Guard, I know you are of the color or something like that, but did by any chance you seen a black girl ride by you or walk by you and she may have looked distressed? Have you seen any of us black people? Because I know y'all been turning y'all head to black people now because y'all scared to go after them goddamn Africans. Okay, so y'all ain't used to body slamming us no more. Not a spotlight on y'all ass, so y'all gonna treat us right, huh? That's why we still got so many Africans that haven't been arrested. But excuse me, Mr. Officer, can you please start paying attention, because there's a lot of black girls missing in Washington, D.C. And if anybody want to know about them, I would like to know, have you heard where they've been at? Have anybody been speaking about them? Have anybody talked about them? Have anybody mentioned any of that to you? Have anybody said to you, hey, no, I haven't seen all the black girls that are missing in this? Man. And y'all gonna tell me that we don't need the National Guard in Washington? Hey, Mayor, you kind of reminded me of a stepmammy that was never my stepmom. You kind of reminded me that you ain't even paying attention over there. And thank you for what you did, though. We definitely appreciate you. But excuse me, Mayor, have you brought up to the President Binks that your name on his goddamn watch list? Have you brought up to him about the missing black girls out that state? Not a damn state, whatever y'all call yourselves over there. But thank you. Definitely appreciate my veterans being there. Thank you for sending Trump here to at least wake me up. But I want to know, Mayor. Hey, Mayor. Have you put that on your list, Mayor? The mayor in Washington, D.C., have you put on your list that maybe it's the time that now you can incorporate a department? You can incorporate a department now to now. Every time Trump need an update from you, God damn it, you give him an update and a PSS. Excuse me, Mr. Trump, can we please schedule a date? Paper trail, can we schedule a date to talk about some of these missing black women that's in my area, maybe county? Maybe can we start there? Can you reach out to the other parts of the states where you know these black women have been missing? Can y'all channel start supporting stuff like that? Since they saying that nothing is important, nothing is needed over in Washington, I don't understand why there are so many black women missing over in Washington and nobody have given me a trace. I mean, y'all give us a trace on everybody else. The little Bonnet little girl who been missing ever since I probably was 3 years old, and we still get a random update on her. Why haven't I seen none of this on America's Most Wanted? It's okay when we go missing, huh? It's okay when we can't reproduce children. All of that is okay, right? So y'all continue to just take our black women over from in Washington and y'all got the National Guard there. Well, that's okay, because at that point we can stop it. That's a part of our reproductions just stopping. That's a part of y'all what? Not wanting to open up the doors that we're a kind that they do try to traffic. What is it opening up the door to? That black women really mean something? What does it open the door to? That people still want to steal our black ass because they can't. They want to be like me. You're telling me that? You don't think it's important for y'all while the National Guard is on the ground? You're trying to tell me, the queen of all Lilith, you're trying to tell me that there's no goddamn reason on the earth to keep the National Guard in Washington. And I know it's a whole lot of black girls missing. in Washington. And I can prove it. When my daughter was supposed to go visit Washington because she wanted to go to school there, I told her hell to the no. Not unless the National Guard there. She'll tell you. So you're telling me, and my daughter's been out of school now at least 4 years, and it's not a reason for the National Guard to be in Washington. So you're telling me that Jasmin Cockett and also whoever Presley is in Texas, y'all looking over in Washington, and y'all seen that was a problem. Can y'all man me on that? Do y'all two black ass ladies think that's important? Do you think it is a reason now for anybody to be over in Washington and maybe guard the goddamn streets so they don't come take big ass women like me off in little trucks and vans and stuff and trollop me all over into Mexico lands and stuff like that, trying to get me to stand there and bring their goddamn money in because ain't none of them taller than me? You telling me we ain't that goddamn important, that y'all over there talking about the Epstein files, of course, but you're telling me that y'all not gonna even incorporate, well, let's go back, since you want to bring stuff up over here about Epstein, how about y'all talk about this over in Washington? Let me hit you back in the head, Trump ass. See, y'all don't know how to do it like that because y'all stink ass don't know how to get along with people, because none of you know how to communicate, because that should have been a conversation between all of you by now. If y'all want to bring up the Epstein files, let's bring up the files of the black women files that's missing in Washington. Let's talk about that. See, that's how you bring it back together. If you want to lay it on the line, let's go back to our capital, because let's remember, Washington sit before Texas, and it's not even a state. But Texas, let's understand, y'all house the most black people over there. If I'm not mistaken, y'all at 4.2 million blacks that y'all house. So I'm not understanding, why aren't y'all connecting the dots? If y'all want to throw a stone at somebody, goddamn it, you throw those type of stones. Throw a stone where you reel a goddamn fish in. This is why I don't like talking to people. Because y'all look all around stuff, but y'all still don't try to get along. Shame on y'all. Y'all still don't get along. Y'all go tit for tat in the wrong way. It don't matter if you got to knock the goddamn domino down. That's why they don't want to hear me. They're not going to want to hear me, because I don't have no friends. And goddamn it, if I say you did it, you did it. And I'm done with it. If you change the story, it's because you lied. And when you lied, then you on a different list of mine. Y'all don't know how to get along. Think about it. It got to be a reasoning somewhere. Man, I know about the Pope. But the Pope ain't in my country. I don't give a damn what the Pope said. The Pope don't even speak my English. Why, y'all? The Pope said about Trump. And what the Pope said, man, listen to me, Pope. That's when they say you disrespect your mother and father, your days may not be long. But I'm going to also tell the Pope, goddamn it, when your mother and father shall not provoke thy child, because you're provoking me, because this is my goddamn country. And I'm standing behind Trump on this. And you don't got the right to be over there telling us about nobody's country. You need to stay in your lane with your country. And you need to get to know your country. Stop being over here in America. Get to know your own country before they creep in on you. And that's for the Pope. Don't come up in our land. We got a war right now. We war to clear all y'all out. And you're telling me, Miss Cockett and Miss Presley, y'all got the galls to be over there arguing about the Epstein file, but what about the file over in Washington? What about the file with all the black girls, women missing out of Washington? What about fire back at him on that? What about fire back on the mayor? Y'all want to get into a war? Get into the war that's something beneficial to us. The Epstein files, they got a lot of support. Do something that's beneficial to us. The black women missing over in Washington is us. You want to fire back? Y'all should be clipping it. Where are all the black girls missing in Washington? Right there around the Capitol. Right there all around the way. Talk about that. That's how you got to know how to flip it. Flip it. We going at war, but everybody always say, ain't no solution. It is a solution, tit for tat. you will get hit back. And both of you will still get something. Y'all should go to war about both files, not just Epstein, the files of our girls in Washington. Where are those files? I want to see all of those files. That's what governors and presidents are for. That's why we fight like this. You don't, the way that everybody else fighting right now, they're not from our country. They haven't learned the rules and the manners of you don't need to use your hands right now. You need to use your education and your heart. And you need to make sure you're true to it. I don't give a damn if your education came from the books, you are needed. I don't care if your education came because it's the bottom of your heart and soul, you're still needed. That's a socialist civil circle. That's called social. That's called list. That's called civil. And you're in a circle. Nobody is standing like that. And it's a shame. I be so disgusted on the inside. I said, Lord, I still can't get the right people. Because I'm telling y'all, we could beat them. I'm going to ever and forever respect these men that's walking this earth. And I mean it. I'm going to respect Trump. And I'm going to respect Ibram. Because both of them came in and they showed me exactly who they were. And if I can't respect two people like that, where I could put my hand on them and tell you if I stood and when I stand in the middle of them, I guarantee you I'm going to be protected. Them the two men that I know I could trust right now. And I'm not being funny. And that means I got to keep on walking just by myself. Because I promise you, it don't matter where DeSantis is at, I'm going to get him. Because I got to start at my own house. And I'm at my own house. And the best place for me to get comfortable is at my house. Why? Because I know the woods around my house. But I'm also looking out for the better men of the other states as well. If we're going to be here fighting, you got to know right now, you got to put out more than one fire. Look at what Trump doing. It's a fire everywhere he go. Think about it. Ain't no way one person can be that touched. You cannot be that untouchable unless you're divinely led to be here. If he didn't do anything else, he woke me up. And that's how I look at it. And it took a lot to wake me up. Why? Because I was isolated. I was shut down. I wasn't talking to nobody. Right now, I'm still isolated. Ain't nobody my friend. And I mean it. And I look around and I say, you could tell they still traitors. But why not be and I told you, Gotten told me. Gotten is one of my men up the panel. And if Gotten ever get back in here, Gotten to tell you. That's one of the men from the ManCave. Gotten told me, I say, Gotten, how did you and your partner on YouTube get along? How did you figure to get along with him? He said, because my partner understands Gino. He understands that I'm two-faced. And he said he understands when I'm being two-faced. He understands, and that's why their partnership is good. And I had to understand that. But I'm going to walk by myself. Because everybody I look at, I say, man, this person I just can't get it right with that. But I look at Trump and I say, Trump don't got nobody on his side, not inside of him. And Ibram don't have nobody on his side. Ibram more controlled on his side. But he still watched them, and you better believe it. Y'all think when you start stepping up the ladder like that, you really get a good night's sleep? No. Even the snakes don't even get a good night's sleep because the minute one of their own creep through, they still watching them too. But when you get to a place and you know in your heart that you're untouchable and nobody can touch you, you can get you some rest that night. Because when you know you're divinely led and you know you got this and they cannot touch you, you're going to cut through. You're going to cut through every goddamn gate fence they put up in front of you. You can stand strong just like that and keep putting out fires. You put out fires here. You put out fires there. You're always putting out fires. But when you built up to put those fires out, you put the fire out. But you got also those fire ass starters. You got those fire starters that don't even know how to put the fire out or even start the fire. Yeah, you got to be two-faced, goddammit. Y'all want Trump down, hit back at home. I don't give a damn if your mayor get hit. She's a black woman. Yes, she's a black woman that don't want to use her goddamn common sense. And she don't want to admit that I didn't want to go back to Washington anymore because it was filthy dirty and it was people all on the goddamn street lights and damn I couldn't even see the red. I mean, you got the red light, yellow light. I say, man, I've never been back. But passing through, I dared to leave the airport. And you're going to get on there and tell me that Washington don't need it. Matter of fact, it need to be a trail all the way down this goddamn map. The next state. The next state. I don't give a damn. It's a $50,000 sign-on bonus to go and work for ICE. It's paid out within a 5-year span. There's going to be a whole lot of them crossing over. Because Trump, to a point where he don't care, he going to send the National Guard there. And if y'all not paying attention, he hitting them goddamn states with high immigration problems. Like what we have in Florida. But DeSantis ain't fight hard enough for none of that. Just like he ain't fight for reparation. Just like you got these two Presley. Just like you got Jasmin Cockett. Ain't said a damn thing about the files in Washington. They should be pushing for the goddamn National Guard to stay there just to piss Trump off. Because that strokes Trump's ego. Who gives a damn? If his ego goddamn gets stroked and it's for our goddamn benefit, y'all supposed to be stroking it. I'm going to be as two-faced as I goddamn have to be. You goddamn right. Because if nobody else get us to the top, y'all going to forever remember me watching. See, y'all going to come back to these goddamn videos. Y'all going to say, man, I don't know who the hell she was talking to and looked like she didn't know. I damn sure don't. Long as I can look out there and see me moving, I know I got 4 eyes looking at me. 2, 4. And I'm even better than y'all because I got some eyes back there on me. I got some eyes right here because there's another mirror right there. You know your girl always creeping through eyes. I'm always creeping through eyes. I mean, you got to have some sort of eyes, don't you? How y'all think animals move through the woods? You think they got lights on their ass somewhere? Yep, red in the eyes. Right in the eyes of the Capricorn, who's nothing but an earth sign. And I think we just rose because if you look it up, if you look up the year of a Capricorn, it's 2025. I turned 50 years old. And you better know it. Yeah, Capricorn. 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 And those are actually some significant numbers of mine too. Because 52 is the year my mom was born. And the number 5 is my angel number. And my angel numbers, all my numbers across the board is 555. And I got one of these right here, and I'm still alive. Whoop. So I'm still ahead. And then if you look there, it's 112. That's my mama too. Because when you blessed, you can walk in the room, it's going to cut their ass to pieces when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, that's why I like to walk in that goddamn room with them sunglasses on. I say, peekaboo. Peekaboo. I got your ass. I bet y'all peeped your ass before you could boo you. Because I know I don't got no friends. I don't need them. They ain't going to do nothing but bring some goddamn luggage and emotion and baggage unless they built up and ready to go like I'm going. I don't want to hear the other side of it unless the other side you ready for me. You think DeSantis can handle me? If DeSantis sit down, I will tell him when he could get back up. And when he get back up, the only way I'm going to be quiet is if he don't change the story. If he changed that goddamn story or he deviate, I'm going to say, no. Back up, DeSantis. You asked me this question right here. Don't go for it. See, he don't know me. I'm not joking. And I believe anybody that watch me also know DeSantis can't beat me. DeSantis can't beat me. He might be able to beat me if he talking paperwork, but we tired of paperwork. Duh. I mean, we're not onto paperwork like that anymore. Y'all paperwork get disheveled. Y'all paperwork go missing. Y'all paperwork go all other places. So we talking about the people now. So and what comes in the book of the people is the conversations that I have with the people. Because the people the only one I run into when I go to the grocery store. I don't get to run into DeSantis and them. They got their own community. See, I can go through all the communities. They can't. So they still subjected. They subjected to small towns. They subjected to small towns. You know why? Because they ain't used to them type of towns. We subjected to tiny holes. Know what that mean? Because he can't go no further up. He wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe that's what I should wait for. Maybe he will try to run for president. I wonder in the Democrat Party. So I don't know. DeSantis might decide to run for president. He might decide to run for president, y'all. So if DeSantis decide to run for president, I don't know. I don't know which way they're supposed to go. Because if I run for governess, I would have to run for president. I would have to run for president. I would have to run for president because when I look around, unless they could show me something within the next couple of years, I don't believe I'm going to be able to sit with none of them right. I don't believe I'm going to be able to do it unless they all know I'm going to be on their ass if they flinch wrong. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to have to reposition and I'm going to have to reschedule. I ain't going to do no rescheduling. I have to see. I have to understand the odds of doing both of those. That's why I can't wait to this my socialist silver circle. It's going to be so interesting, man. It's going to be, oh my goodness. I can't wait to that. I can't wait for that because it'll be able to start showing justification why people go through things and also force the other side to see it. See, because dealing with NAACP have gotten away from that. Because when NAACP was stumping grounds, they were stumping grounds in a different way. So, and that was for land and property and stuff like that. But they forgot to connect the people along the way. They started not connecting with the people. They started just, looking at a bigger picture. Oh, we got membership fees. Oh, looking at the bigger picture. Oh, we can have shirts. Looking at the bigger picture. Oh, we can get donations. But they weren't including really the people. Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, y'all have y'all big award ceremony. Y'all, this person donated this. You sent that person a plaque. But I'm saying to myself, but where's the connection of information? Like, where is that at? So what I would have to do with NAACP, I would have to, with my socialist civil circle, I would just have to understand exactly in NAACP, what is it that you're doing? I mean, I'm only saying that, because I'm going to climb the chart. And I want to give them a chance now while they got their head of the game on me. They're ahead of the game on me big time. Y'all don't know that? Matter of fact, they're ahead of the game on me more than you think. And until we start figuring out where all this money going at NAACP, and also figuring out like how much money being given where. Like, what are y'all spending all this money on? Because anytime I called y'all for anything, y'all was still begging for you. Did you pay your membership fee? I'm like, I might have and I might haven't. God damn it, it depends on what time of month it is. Y'all don't give me no kind of goddamn government assistance. Y'all don't send me nothing for being 50 years old. Y'all ain't ask me how I've been doing emotionally. Because I feel like, you know what, now that I think about that thing, honestly, I feel like they kind of owe me some money. I think we got some lawsuits going on because I want to know since when did we not get able to be paid for emotional distress that they have put on my heart and stuff. They put a lot of emotional stress on my heart. They put a lot of, you know, important things on my heart that took me so long to even get to where I'm at. That's why I say I thank Trump. I thank Trump because Trump woke me up with these goddamn illegal immigrants. I swear to God, man. Just like I got woke up when they went to talk about Carmelo Anthony. Just like I got woke up when I met Anton Massey. See, everybody in a safe space right now. I said, man, I can't do it. And then when Trump came through there and Trump went to talk about it, I said, illegal, and I know how they done ran my ass down already, and I'm already pissed off. I got about 3 of them on my list right now. I told y'all about how they did my daughter and me at an accident where one of them hit me and then tried to lie. And I'm saying to myself, man, this is why our insurance is so high. And you called your bro cousin over on me, and then he go and lie, take my tag, address, everything, send death threats to my daughter. Talking about on social media, just bad. It was bad for no reason, all because you're wrong. You don't think. You know the Haitian little girl got me put on house arrest for something that I didn't do? Are you kidding me? You don't think you got to go? If you're here illegally, you got to haul ass. If you're here legally, you still got to respect the fact that I'm a black American and you need to understand how I live. I don't need to know how you live. If I wanted to know how you live, I would have been somewhere associated with your country, and I'm not. Or I've been somewhere associated with your island, but I'm not. But I am somewhere that go on the other side of that island, and I know for a fact, y'all Haitians, that those Dominicans don't like y'all and they don't want y'all there. So why y'all come in our country and try to get biggity and boasty and badass-ish? Get back over here, Jasmin Cockett. Get back over here, Presley Lady. Who is the Presley Lady over in Texas? Yeah, the 2 ladies that they pissed me off because they over here bartering for files with the Epstein. Bartering. You give me this, you give me that, you give me this, we want the Epstein files. You give me that, we want redirecting. Get y'all asses and redirect. I can't wait till they redirect. I can't wait till they don't even become important no more. Because listen, sit down now. Y'all know, listen, we're going to limit you. We're going to limit you to who listens to you. We're going to have y'all back on walkie-talkies and CBs. Check. Obama still not answering? Where he at? Oh, he done took his ass to Kenya. Oh, okay. We're going to have y'all ass back on walkie-talkies and CBs around here. Click. Hey, anybody want to tell me where Tyler at? Because look like all the black people done left. These people ain't funny. No. We got to go through the queen and talk to any of them. Because the queen said, no, we ain't finna, y'all ain't finna bring y'all tainted asses back on the outside of the country. Y'all stay your stank ass over there. We want you kicked off going over there with California. We don't want you here, California. We want you to detach. We want you to haul ass. We want you to take all you and your Latinos, and we want y'all to go kick rocks and live right. Okay? We good? See? Yes, Jasmin. Hold on. Let me see what Jasmin want. I mean, she's been calling me for the last 3 years. I haven't answered her yet. So she's, for some reason, she want to know what I take her off punishment. Punishment for what? Because she didn't listen? Because you're over there cutting up, you're going to sink down into a zero where ain't nobody going to pay attention to you at all? The only people going to be watching you by the end is Brownie Cakes. She going to say, my girl, this lady right here, it seems like she always say the same thing over and over. You'll see when you meet my Brownie Cakes. And that's going to be real soon. Back to the regularly scheduled program. She over there with Presley, fighting for the Epstein files, knowing there's a war going on in Washington. And if she wanted to put her black ass, 4-footed ass to the front of the line, she can ask for the files of all our black missing women and girls over in Washington. Put the mayor ass to work. She say she don't need them. She better produce the files for the black missing girls in Washington. Y'all don't think that's important? Don't nobody think that that's important? That's very important. Do y'all not know what's going on over in Washington? Do you not know how often black women and girls go missing? Nobody cares about that. So if the Epstein case is open, why not Jasmin Crockett, who have the mouth, she got the face now that will put her somewhere. Why don't she hit back and ask for the files of all the missing black women? If your state is doing so much better and you're claiming that the crime is down and it never have anything to do with it, y'all don't have no files of the black women. Wake the black people up. I don't have a voice. But by the time y'all come back to me, they're going to say she was saying that. She got a mouth to at least, now she can do a snapback for real. Why? Trump never going to leave Washington. And I'll never let them live it down that black girls are missing, because I'm going to join that goddamn bandwagon. See, that's where I'm trying to tell you how to catch fire. I don't even know how to tell them that because they too busy caught up in their own assholes. It pisses me off because they don't understand. This is the time where you got to learn how to be two-faced, but do it on the right side. You do it where, yeah, listen, you're going to have to knock a domino down, but goddamn, you still got the ball. When a domino knocked down, it's there, it's flat, it don't move. When a ball get rolling, it's still rolling. Keep that goddamn ball rolling. Now, I'll back y'all in stories like that. You will stay relevant in that part of the news. You got to let them do what they're going to do over in Texas. That's how things have to be aligned. If you don't get a shift, you're not going to get a change. And they're scared of a shift. But they see that they're snowballing. She see they're going to a point where it's going to be like, damn. Somebody else gonna have to stand up. But then I don't know who voice. We need a voice that gonna stand up to make all of them be quiet and go back to go make them fight for something that makes sense. Put that on y'all agenda. Listen, if I had it to where I can broadcast the different stories, even if I make them two go fighting, I would even do it. But I'm only so much of a voice. And you reach out to some of them on here, how they act anal. They act like they really, honestly, they look at subscribers and views. To me, it don't be for the right reasons. And then the people in the channels that's really like fighting for something and talking about something, it honestly, a lot of times it kind of hurt my feelings. And I say, I promise you I'll be back. And I'm not being funny because that's what the problem is. We're not connecting around the news enough. We're not going up the ladder, and it goes right back to it and bringing somebody up. Because as we get older, we still want the community up under us to start continuing to keep the momentum. And I think that's where we got to stop. We got to stop and we got to take a pause, because nobody honestly is looking to bring nobody with them. Everybody done got to a point where, man, I'm going by myself because, man, this one was cutthroat, that one was cutthroat. Okay. We get all of that. But there's not one of them that you seen that treated you good. Or there's no donation into other businesses. Like, they started going up and nobody basically, they didn't bring anybody with them. And so when I look at these other channels, and then I'm like, dog, this is good content. And then I'm saying to myself, I can even see what I can do to help this one. Because I've always been like that. And you'll message them or you'll super chat them. I got one of them didn't even say thank you yet. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what's going to happen? Because I don't forget those days. I don't forget those days. I don't forget little days like that. I don't. Because it just reminds me again where there was another one. Turned me away. But I do know today is the day that the price of gold won't be the same for them anymore. I might have to run them through my chat before I do any business with them. Hey, chat. So I got so and so and so asking me to come over to their channel. Do y'all think we should attend over there? And what do you think we need to do? Anybody in my chat, what y'all think we need to do? Okay, so if they want us to come to so and so and so house, Queen, I think if we're part of your rent set that day, I think we should at least get $25 at least an hour. See, I like to do, I like to throw a little random stuff out there like that. 5 I like that. I'm not kidding. I like stuff like that. I think, but that to me, that's honestly, that is what help people. That's what help people because, and guess what? Y'all think I'm joking? Y'all better tell them thank you. Bam, 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 bam. And I just told y'all that y'all see what that was? That's 11:11. And I got it. I caught it. Y'all better tell them thank you. Y'all can't keep waiting on me. Y'all better tell them thank you. You better tell them thank you. You better tell them thank you. 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 We caught that 11:11. You better tell them thank you. 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 Just better tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. I'm not joking. It's just, I just feel like when you got a certain type of clout and you got a certain type of power, the way you strategically do things, sometimes you even light fires. Because no matter what fire, if you're a person that can stomp the ground, no matter what fire you light, you still gonna shake the ground because you got that type of power. And that's just what Trump doing. He's shaking the ground everywhere he go. Why? They know he coming at one point or another. So guess what? Even round, you better believe they done start cleaning their ass up. You better believe they done start cleaning up. The same way he did with the outside. But guess what? The outside on the out, they out there betting that we can't do it. Oh, the people are not gonna like him. The people hate him. But what the problem is, you got a lot of people in other places that love what Trump doing. Why? Because they got the same type of issues, but they don't got the balls to make a change. And then Trump came in, and by him waking me up, that's the biggest change he could have ever did in his whole entire life. And I don't think he know the story of how I didn't like him and still don't. But I damn sure will stand next to him and Abram, and I'm gonna be right in the middle. And I'm not kidding. It's a vision, and I don't think I'm going to ever be able to get this vision out the way. And until I trust them, I might go in this type of gear. That means don't F around and see. Mess around and see. No. That's right. You get the tongue of Lilith, or you get the queen of goddess, whichever one you choose. But it depends on what type of battle I'm going to, because everywhere I go, it's a damn battle for me. Because I walk in the room, I say, my God, which one of them going to get mad with me now, see? I be like, see there, I can't just, and in my inside, when I be getting ready, they ass, I say, God. And I'm looking around the room, and sometimes if y'all see me do stuff like this or tap that feet, you know what I be saying? My God, man, which one is the target? Because I can pop, I can pop. Man, if I was able to just get that mic and line their ass up, I'll keep their ass there. I would keep their ass there for at least 3 days. Every time I eat, when I get back there, I have to click on another one. Every time I feel like I need to walk out the door and get back in the room, man, I come back and distract their ass and get on that one over there. Man, I keep their ass there for 3 days. They'll be so goddamn exhausted with me. I say, Now y'all see how y'all feel? Imagine if I start opening the door and say, come in, ma'am. So you remember her from where again? Matter of fact, don't tell us where you remember her from. Just go ahead and talk to her. She remember you. I keep it. There'll be some guy. I say so. If I just exhausted you, what you think would happen if I opened that damn door, or vice versa? What if I let the folk in first? I let 5 of them in first, and I become the 6th one. Tell me what you think will happen when you get to me. You gonna say I would have rather the other 5. So either way it go, I want to keep their ass for 3 days. And they bet not be late. Ooh, oh, I wish I had my way. I would wrap their ass up in a bow tie. I would go, I need to sit down and kind of do something like that. I need to put something down with all of their faces and stuff. And I need to go in and just tell them how I feel about each one of their faces. Maybe that's something that I'll do. Maybe that's something that I'll do. I want to do something like that because I control the ball. So if I control the ball, when I roll that goddamn ball down there, whichever one peg, because I'm gonna make sure one peg drop down a piece, and when that ball rolled down there and it hit that peg, and that peg say man down, and I want the ball to be in front. I don't want my ball to go past the peg. I want my ball to stop right there, because when you hit them right there, it's gonna fall. But I want the ball to stay on this side, because if I want to keep getting the damn ball back. I will get the ball, because once the ball go down in the hole, you done. A smart person know what I'm talking about. I want to get their ass. I want to get their ass. Nobody will lay down. I'll make sure I lay all the pegs down, either this way or that way. Just don't go past that damn body. So that means nobody get to leave. Woo! If I have to put something like that together, y'all stink ass better show up. Y'all better show up. Y'all better show up. I just don't understand it. I don't understand. Like clearly, I guess somebody like them, Cockett them, would they have like a PR manager or someone that guides them around and tell them what executive moves they should make? I wonder, do they have all of that? Because if they have any of that, I wonder, whoever they going through, I honestly, I wouldn't, I'm telling that was an accident. I honestly, I wouldn't recommend them. The reason why I wouldn't recommend them is because as a good manager, from the way I would look at it, if you want to keep your goddamn ass to make some business, throw a stone back. Because then that'll open up the doors. If there's any missing black women in the state of Texas, are there missing black women in the state of Texas? Because we know there's missing black women in Washington. Spark a fire. Spark a fire. And every time you talk about what your story is coming out of Democrat town, every time you tell us what a Democrat want to say, throw that story in there. Have y'all worked on the streets yet? Because if I'm hearing you're getting ready to leave, so like I said before, you don't like black people. Hey, throw it back on his ass. Y'all don't know how to take it to your advantage. You don't have to just report on your own state. Like y'all don't know how to work together. I mean, y'all both don't want him there, right? They don't even know how to get along with each other. It's like so surreal. What, they not allowed to, what governors ain't allowed to talk to governors? Mayors aren't allowed to talk to mayors? You're not allowed to know another governor in a whole nother place? I mean, I be damned. Well, that's going to change. Because I'm taking that bill, I'm throwing that out so goddamn quick until they going to have some hot potatoes all around the place. Because they all going to be in check. And I mean, check. I mean, no. Move that over. Put a bullet point next to that little city right there. Because we might have to do some stepping and stoning. Because I really, honestly, I am that type of person. I want to go all up in this goddamn state. And I'm not kidding. I'm talking about I want to touch the foot grounds. That's what I feel it should be like. I feel you should get to honestly know your state. And when people say get to know your state, they're not understanding that your state is not just the state lines. Your state is your cities and your counties, your people, your mayors. I mean, I get that there's a lot that you have to deal with. But I also get that if you're not being stingy and you're not honestly being selfish and you're not honestly just feeling entitled. See, because what happened was, if I'm not mistaken, I need to look back into it because the last time I could remember, I can't remember the black guy's name, but I think the last time it was election time, DeSantis really only got in because the black guy, nobody honestly didn't trust him. Nobody didn't trust him. But he was damn near playing on the same game DeSantis played in. The people want to get to know somebody that understand what the real struggles are. So no matter what they say about me, no matter what they pull up on me, no matter how they look at me, no matter what cares if I got on, nobody, none of that. No matter because I'm passionate, no matter if I'm telling you in this goddamn voice tone, because people so damn angry right now, trust me, they're going to be telling your ass in the same goddamn way. No matter none of that, he ain't connect to nobody. He really don't understand. He beat the black guy because black people ain't gonna just let your ass in like that. And he couldn't be trusted amongst the people in Tallahassee. Tallahassee, honestly, used to be a stomping ground for like the South Side. Like people used to love to go to Tallahassee. I mean, it wasn't even a damn thing there to do, but it was something to do, just you did it. It was parties and stuff, but I never really liked the stuff like that. I just did it just to go, just to see how it looked and stuff. And he wasn't trustworthy in that big town. And they're not going to go for him because they already know the type of business he do. Whatever his case was, I just heard some of it. I didn't want to know. And then luckily they didn't. He gets caught in the hotel room with the man and all that. I'm like, see there? You would have had all of us mad at your ass. We done voted your damn Republican ass in, and this you done pulled. So we glad we dodged that bullet. But now, so that means to me, DeSantis got his ass in there on a whim. No hard work. Might have felt like he was entitled because he knew that he could beat this guy. He really haven't worked. He haven't, man, you want me to play the struggles? I got the video where I would play the struggles of people struggling in Florida, telling people, begging people not to come to Florida. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. They are they're squeezing the life out of Floridians. And at this point, it's not even just the black people. Even these are all white people. And you can look at them and tell. They're like, don't come to Florida. Jasmin, Cockett, them can even use that. When Trump come this way, point certain things out. When Trump come this way, see, that's why they should get to know me. Whether y'all feel like y'all gonna win or not, I can help y'all orchestrate it. I'm not being funny. Because all you got to do is just continue to harp on what y'all think is important over there. Or jump on a different type of bandwagon and utilize what you have to keep the smoke going. If I'm gonna go down, all y'all going down. That's how I look at it. That's how you got to shake that thing up. And I'm telling you, I get y'all not listen. That's why I keep telling y'all. I say the men and women that are my age, I guarantee you, the women, especially the Black American men and women, understand exactly what I'm saying. Especially if you start watching me from Florida. Especially if you watching me from South Carolina. Especially if you watching me from Georgia. Especially if you watching my ass from Texas, goddammit. I don't give a damn watching me in Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, New York. God damn, we struggling all over the goddamn place and be steady looking at reality shows. Just saying, because they keep them pockets tight. You got Portia Williams over there. She can't stay out of divorce land. And then you got her with her hair y'all been purchasing. How much is it? $700, $800 a bundle? Y'all been laying down them weaves. I said, get it, weaves. I cut all my hair off. Cut it. Yeah. I had to start over fresh. I said, I want to see myself grow it out like what I did before. And I'll tell y'all what I do to grow my afro too. You'll have it back in maybe about a year. It'll be puffed out back where it is. So I don't know how I'm gonna wear my hair these days, but I know I'm at war right now, so y'all might still get that fast inside of me. Unless when I almost snatched that thing off again just then. I didn't even see that video yet. I didn't even look back at it. I was like, oh my God. I've done snatched it. I snatched it. But because I knew I won. Like today, like I know I won again. Like I know when I say I won, like we won, like we are to a place where as long as I could keep going and I could fight, we won, man. Where I'm telling y'all everything, when y'all be able to look back at these videos and y'all see, they're going to say, man, this lady, she talked her damn way there. And I'm going to say I sure did. I talked my way there with anybody that flew in the way and say they was my friend at that time, because that's the area I'm in. I flew right past the S. It's almost like I'm on a racetrack. Like I'm going to meet new people coming in. Then some people going to say, nah, I'm going to still keep going with you, queen. I feel we could do this. And they're going to keep going until one of them drop off. And then I'm going to let somebody else on again, and then we're gonna keep going like that until we get the voice out there. And I guarantee you it might be one man standing with me. It might be one man that say, you know what, queen, I've been watching you, and every time you come on you always say ain't nobody watching me yet. And then I go to getting ready and I'm like, you know all of that? Yeah, I got them clipped. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And it's 12. See that 11/28. So when I see 11/28, I put 12/18 because both of those are my birth dates. So I guess I'll look at a couple of these messages and then I'll let y'all bad folks go. 25. You know, once I get down like that, I said, let me go back through this chat and see who has something slick to say to me. Oh my goodness, what the hell? I don't have no friends in here today. Nobody. Oh, I'm about to say, I know. I said, nah, I'm good. So I don't got to go back that far, because I know as long as one of them out there, boy, y'all gonna be in trouble, like y'all in trouble. Okay, only the weak talk like that. At least the strong stay up top and silent. Up top well. You ain't getting nowhere. Where you up the top at? Who said something like that? Who the hell? The hell no. James, please change your last name. I don't know who is James Miller. I say, man, that's the brokest ass bill company I think I've ever had, until I find out whether or not they owe me any kind of coins or any kind of bills or any kind of land or any kind of cows or any kind of horses or any kind of kegs of beer. I don't know who the hell James Miller is, but James Miller say only the weak talk like that. At least the strong stay up top and silent. How the strong? You damn right. The strong was up top and silent. Why you think Republicans done took over, you little knucklehead peanut sandwich you? The strong was silent. Now what you think the strong doing right now, goddamn it? The strong tearing this goddamn place down so it could be rebuilt. Thank you for pointing that out to me, James. It makes a whole lot of sense now that you say that. The strong was silent. How long you think the strong gonna stay silent? You think you gonna just be strong and then die strong? Ain't made no sense to be strong. Now, what is the strong doing now? So you telling me the Democrats are the strong ones? They suffocating. I mean, you want me to show you this red shirt for Democrat, or you want me to stay Lilith in the back? I mean, which one you want? It makes no sense what you said, and I don't think you understand that you can say whatever you want to say, but I'm giving you the same statement you told me. But it depends on who you calling strong. Because if you're calling Democrats strong, nobody really hear them. Everybody they actually picking on them. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're actually picking on Democrats. So that don't make no sense. And if you're saying the Republicans are strong, I'm going to agree with you. But they damn sure not silent. Because if they silent, why every goddamn news channel I turn to Trump there? So it depends on what you're saying, James. But I would appreciate if you change your last number, like to change your last name to Brown or like Weekends. So DS said you just used to colonization. I know what DS stands for, dick stuck. Ephragen said, never blame others. Only the weak on that do that. Just like that. Just like that. Whatever that is. New car say just talking nonsense, a lot of words, and they mean nothing. The problem with it is, it depends on what you're saying are words, and it depends on what nothing mean to you. It depends on what you're saying, and you know what it also depends on? It also depends on how many in here are for who. Because if you're in here for Democrat, or you're in here for illegants, and I didn't even give you all the phone number to call so y'all can get y'all $750, because just as sure as I get up there, we're up in that, because we got a lot of illegals in this state of Florida, and we plan on getting their asses out. And so it depends on what you're referring to when you say that. James said 55 years of victim mentality. I'm glad I'm not 55 years old, but I know one thing, it's a whole big mentality going on around here, because if I have the mentality of you owe me, it's going to take a court and a jury to tell me that you don't. So it depends on which victim mentality that can be used in the court of law and which one that we're going to force there. I'm just saying. Because it depends on when you say a 55-year-old victim mentality, I would like to know who's James' parents and if James are black or white. Because James might be here as that might be Kathy. Because with a statement like that, that would seem like somebody who don't even speak English. DS said, Dick Stuck said, 2030 white population minority. In 2030, he said, in 2030 it's gonna be a white population of minority of a white population minority. If I can tell you this, and they not gonna like when I say this, but that's their damn business. If a lot of white people don't step back off of their ego and pride, to be honest with you, they're not gonna be populating, because a lot of white people, and y'all better admit it, are on a lot of different types of drugs and depressants and stuff. So y'all need to keep it real in your community. You need to honestly keep it real. And you can say in our community too, there's a lot of homeless, and there's a lot of people that are on drugs, but our community also continue to populate kids. And when you look into the white community, there are a lot of white communities where it is oversaturated with drug abuse. And I hate to be the one to break that news because it is sad news. But any white person watching me, whether they believe it or not, I guarantee you they can concur. And I'm not saying it because I'm being ugly, because I don't have to be ugly. I'm saying it because it's the damn truth. And I ain't taking it back. I can't stand it. Just made me feel like somebody was like, you said that. You goddamn right I said that. You damn right I said it. It's the damn truth. And y'all white people know it. If y'all don't get a hold of y'all community and stop trying to be bullyish and stuff and just settle y'all asses down too, y'all ain't gonna have too much of a good community either. Because y'all know there's a lot of white people in these communities, especially y'all younger generations, that are on drugs. And y'all need to get those communities together. Because regardless of what y'all want, y'all could say, you could talk about Bonquita and them if you must. But Bonquita and them are still populating children. And that's one of the good reasons why I can say now I appreciate Trump putting a halt on abortions. But I want to look into it because from my understanding, it was a couple of things in there I don't think I agree with. Like having something like incest, rape, stuff like that. It should be a no-no. That's an absolute no. Because you shouldn't bring in a kid in the world like that for me. But it ain't even the kid that formed that kid. It's that mother. That mother will form that kid. Because that mother and that kid in the womb becomes a bond. And it depends on how you bond it. You don't want that mother bonding with a kid that she already hate, regret, and resent. You just brought that kid in the world of hell. Hell is in their house. If that rule is on the table, I'm going to fight everything in my power for that one. But it was so much abortions and stuff going on. I do appreciate that. The other side to it is whether or not a woman is in it. Because if a woman isn't in it, that ain't going to be in it either. And that's one thing that I'm going to fight for. Because I am 50-50 on that. But I want to see on that of what? And I'm just saying, it should be powerful, powerful, powerful voices behind this. And you got powerful voice people. Like Michelle Obama. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. When y'all come to my channel, y'all going to get me talking about the same thing, showing y'all the same people with the same type of situations that we're trying to avoid. So that's why when you come to my house, this is my house. When you come to my house, you got to come to my house and understand what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to be one. If I got to introduce a new goddamn story to you, I'm going to introduce that new goddamn story. Then I got to go back on to who effing up our goddamn country. That's what me house is about. And that's what y'all gonna have to understand. So if you ain't caught up on who I am, you got to go back and start going backwards, because I'm not gonna be going backwards. I'm not gonna have time. But I want to bring the right people. And I can't keep going backwards like that. You got people that go to show the clips and stuff like that. Okay, I send y'all to the clips. Go watch the clips on your own. When I get in the mood to go watch clips, your ass don't come over there and be clipping with me. When I'm right here, I don't have it. Or I show you my damn phone and y'all pay attention. Y'all go and look it up. At the end of the day, looking at this Jasmin Cockett, looking at this Presley lady, I understand that they want the last word. Right now, you can get the last word. Cross over. Start talking about all the missing black women over in Washington. Open up that door. NAACP, y'all come together on that. It ain't enough NAACP where y'all ain't together. And Jasmin Crockett, you got the big mouth. You got the goddamn, you bowed it, remember? I mean, open up different doors. Bring other people in. Sometimes when you get their ass, you can't get them by yourself. You got to snowball other people on top of their ass. So, like y'all so damn, listen at this. They so important until they can't even reach each other to even do something as petty as a YouTube channel together, where you would get a lot of attention right there. They tiring. I don't know, they tiring. I just know how to form little groups and stuff like that. I just ain't never had anybody like that really understood like what I was up to. I never had anybody that understood like where I be, like when I be seeing things or have my creativity about whatever it is I'm looking at. I've never had anybody that really understood. Like I got like this eclectic type like thing about me. And that's what I like, you know? So maybe that's why when I walk in the room anywhere, it's always, you can always tell like, there she go over there, child. I don't even know her. I promise you, you could tell it cuts like lightning, especially across me. Yeah, I'm the earth. You done flashed past me like that. You thought you was gonna just roll up and just leave? No, it don't work like that with me. I done spotted your ass getting out the car. I said, there you go. Here we go. I can't take. I say, man, everywhere I go, can I take at least one friend? Can I find one friend? Just one. Just one. They fighting over the Epstein files. Jasmin Crockett and the Presley lady, they're over in Texas. Yeah, we got the Epstein files. Now, mind you, the Epstein files been public records now. It ain't nothing been sealed. Go look it up. Them Epstein's files have been public record. Now, all of them senators and lawyers there, they say that they didn't know that. I guess they didn't know that. But from what I just seen on the news, they're public. It's been public file, open book. All y'all got to do is go look it up. The Epstein files is saying it's over 300 or 3,000 pages, 4,000, something like that. They're telling me that none of them could get access to it. But it was reported that it's been public record. I don't know. That's confusing to me. Because somewhere in them lawyer and senatorisms, we would have known that that was public file. I don't know if that's false reporting. I don't know. However, if it wasn't false reporting, then I'll be saying, damn, y'all mean to tell me all of y'all over there, none of y'all knew that that was public records all that time. Y'all been begging for this for the last 4 years. The last 3 years that Epstein has been gone and passed away, deceased. And I didn't say rest in peace. You're telling me those have been public record and y'all deciding now where my country is going to war with illegals that won't leave, with Democrats that won't just get back because Terminator is here, and Terminator X, and Terminix, wherever it is, whatever they call those companies, all of them here now. And y'all won't take a seat and go through, take y'all time. Don't you rush. Be quiet. Take some time back and scour those pages. Get you some energy back. Now, if it's any kind of fighting power in there, we all should have it. Because if it's public record, I need somebody to get me those files. I wonder how I could do that. Toy. some interesting business. So they got it. Now what they gonna talk about? Don't just take these Epstein files, 5. Don't just take these Epstein files and go to throwing shortcuts and stuff at people, because that's gonna piss people off. But you take those files and y'all need to work those files like a book. Y'all need to work through those files so you can come back with some sort of listen, fighting power, fighting power. Compare one story to another. Compare one, y'all. Oh, maybe I need that book. I need the people. I need the people. But they worried about the Epstein files. But they have never, ever, 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 ever mentioned the women, the black women and the black girls that are missing over in Washington, D.C., where you have Donald J. Trump already over there with the National Guards. Crime is down. A mayor saying, oh, I agree with you because we've been good. We're just going to get the extensive help. But she haven't even reported about all the black missing American women and girls over in Washington. She haven't even mentioned that. And y'all got a voice right along with the Epstein files comes the DC files. You don't think a part of that would get you some sort of clout back in the door with at least me? It's depressing to me. It's depressing to me because people always say, well, how do you resolve this? How do you resolve that? And honestly, it kind of hurts me because when I think about it, people always say, how do you resolve this? How do you resolve this? Sometimes you got to sit back and you got to pay attention, because I almost missed this. And that's something that really should be used in this fire of war, because this could be the first time that it gets honestly exposed that the same what is Washington? Washington, D.C. is the capital of our country, which gets and gains the most respect across any state, which is the most protected in each state. But for some reason, in the same very state that we are protecting, there is a high rate of missing black American women and girls. Can we please get the file on that? That is black and that is white. And we're asking, would you open up the files as to why the White House is down in a lot of ways, including a lot of black American women and girls are missing in Washington, D.C. Jasmin Crockett, Presley. Why don't y'all compare those stories along with Epstein? You got a chance to put at least black women back on the map. We're asking, would you step in and y'all bring them in? The same thing I asked with Anton Massey. I'm going to start asking Jasmin Crockett and Presley. Would y'all step in to bring them in? We got black girls missing over in Washington, D.C. at a high rate. There are the National Guard on the ground. Why don't y'all open up the files for the missing black women and girls? 52. Open up the doors for the missing black girls and women in Washington, D.C. You have the face for it, Jasmin Crockett. You can jump on the bandwagon, Presley. Please. They got the platform. You want to impress me? And I'm going to ride the stories till I can't get off of it? Open that door up. Now I have a reason to be in the White House. Now I have a reason to be anywhere around the White House. Like y'all protesting? Where is my protesting groups right now? Why aren't y'all protesting for them to open up those doors? Like that stuff like that. I'm the type of person, I get bored with one situation. And if I could stump the grounds of where you're at just to shake them things up a little bit, that's what I like to attend. I had someone play with me before when I said, no, message me. We'll have to work out how I get there. I will come and I will speak. I had some fogey dog playing with me. And I'm like, man, see, stuff like that wasn't funny. But it made me have to regroup. And I said, as soon as I can, I'm going to have a website. I'm going to have everything put together next week, this week. Because I'm ready now. For real ready. The people that wasn't supposed to be there, I done moved them over. If there was a group, honestly, there that was talking about this, I would make sure I become a part of it. Because that's how you got to loop your way around. It's about, you can't just get to know yourself in your state. What happens when you got to move on? What happens when you done became something and you got to move on? Who did you leave behind to come up to take your place? That's where we failed each other. Because even the ones that finally made it out never looked back. It's this one guy, his name is Sammy. He's out of Georgia. Y'all look him up, Sammy. And he make pretty good music. He didn't look back to nobody in his family. And I know the whole family. Sammy, right out of Georgia, Atlanta. I just said Sammy, put Sammy, R&B singer, in Atlanta, Georgia. And guess what? And he's from Florida. And I know his whole entire family. And I know he's never looked back. But if you don't never look back, how did you help everybody else grow? And that's the problem that I've seen that people have. Or when you get there and you get in a position where you can start now reaching back, like you ain't see where you could become more of a blessing. You get more when you start bringing more people with you, because there's more people that even get to know you. Just bring them with you. Don't worry about who gonna pass you. Some people supposed to pass you because when they pass you, they turn off. But you still supposed to keep going because they supposed to be running things in different areas. That's what people get so scared. Oh, she gonna be bigger than me. And then they go to getting jealous. And I'm like, see, this is why you just do it by yourself. And if anybody attached to you, they attach to you. When they fall off, you say, damn, they should have kept going with me. Now they ain't gonna know how to come back, because the average person don't know how to come back. When they mistreat you, they don't know how to come back. They don't. They think it's funny. Or they think it's really that easy. Or you got most of them with me, they think it's that hard. But it wasn't that hard for you to get to know me real fast. Say they got to know me real fast. And once they knew who I was, I guess they still didn't believe it. But you always know, a blessed person know when they about to leave off, because when you go to seeing them little sneaky ass signs, you say, get on. I already see it. And then don't get me wrong, along the way, it might be one person you need to apologize to. And I might do need to apologize to one person. I might need to apologize to Seven. Seven was a really good person. And he kind of pissed me off because, you know, when I felt I was in front of, I just couldn't talk. And I just got my first bad message, and it was a message from someone I thought that I could trust, and it really, really, really hurt my feelings and pissed me off. And I clicked on that ass. I did. But in the same breath, I'm like, okay, but this person also know that I'll click and tap on that ass, but that don't mean I'm mad. But that don't also mean sometimes you might not need to reach back and say, well, listen, let's talk about this. Because this happened that way, but it didn't come off. But that's only because I'm that person. I'm a person that honestly, I'm just a person that like to communicate. And I might not be able to see, people will tell you, I was the type of friend where I might not see you all the time. But when we talk again, it's like we never left a beat. Because I don't forget. Because I talk to people individually. Meaning, if I'm talking to you individually. But if I'm talking to you as a crowd, it is a crowd. But it's going to be one in that individualism that I'm going to connect with. That means I'm talking to you. That means that was an experience that I have that I could reach back and talk about. It bothers me that they don't utilize their connections and they don't try to get to know each other. There's no way I'm going to be no governor in nobody country, and I don't get to go and show my people in my state that I get along with a governor over here. Like, why would my people not want to see that? It's heart-wrenching. As lonely as I grew up, I love to go and talk to other people, even if we just had lunch. Man, don't take me all over the place for lunch. Because when you be done travel so much, you want to, sometimes y'all read the room when it come to me. I might not want to be with all that good. And I know sometimes take me to lunch where it's low. Then sometimes you take me to lunch where it's goddamn it loud. Then sometimes you see, I got a friend that know how to take me places because I let this person just lead and take me where we going at. And I could sit back and I can get out of I'm out of all of that because I say turn it off. And I enjoy where I'm at. And there's just no way I could be anything. That's why I said no. I cannot be a city commissioner. I cannot be a mayor. I can't be any of that. If I'm going to be something, goddammit, I got to come after and shake that ass. I got to be the governess. Because I don't see no other area around here because I can't sit back with people like over my head. If anybody going to be over my head, I could look at Trump. I can look at Trump. And by the time I'm able to look at Trump, when it's time for me to look at Trump, I'll respect him and say President Trump. And Trump will understand because Trump understands the black community, whether y'all believe it or not. Trump have done business with so many black people till it's ridiculous. I used to tell everybody that. I tried to tell my daddy that. I said Trump is not racist. To me, he's not racist, not against blacks. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I ain't taking it back. I don't feel he's racist against blacks. Trump would sell his mama out. If you wrong, and you wrong in his eyes, you're wrong. When is Trump's birthday? He must be somewhere around something I either like or don't like. When is Trump's birthday? I'd never even looked into. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to look into it. At the end of the day, I'd never seen him as being a racist. I seen him as a person that don't get along with nobody well in the sandbox. But then I had to think about myself. I said, okay, but wait. He don't get along with nobody well in the sandbox, and everybody could attest to that. And I could attest that nobody got along well with me in the sandbox. Trump thinking he know it all and he doing the right thing because he's so authoritative. And when he said it, that's what he meant. And then you got me, on the other hand, that's still authoritative, and I said what I meant. But you just didn't like me because you never discussed it with me. At least y'all tell Trump. Me, I'm like, damn. I understand where he coming from. Because if he mess up and do something I don't like, I'm going to tell him I don't like it. Like, I mean, it depends on how I'm going to look at this abortion thing that he got written there. See there? Now, y'all know every time friendly pass by, that mean I'm on a good one. I got to look into this abortion. I got to look into why knuckle sandwich heads that got way more voice than me. But right now, friendly say I'm on the right damn track again. Jasmin Cockett and this Presley lady. Y'all want to throw a stone back at Washington and Trump. Bring up, why is it the White House that's so safely insecured, but we have so many black American women and girls missing? Now, the mayor is saying one thing. The president is saying something else, but we don't have an answer to why there are so many black American women missing in Washington, where the White House sit and black women sit. You want to talk about a black and white issue? Black and white. Why are so many black women missing in Washington? You got the mayor saying you're not really needed. You got the president saying, oh, I've gotten 87% of the crime down, but no one has mentioned what percentage of the crime is dedicated to black American women and black women that are missing out of Washington that they never, ever, ever address. This is a time where we need answers, and it's black and white now. There is no gray in between. It's black and white. See, Jasmin Cockett, I don't have the clout they have. I don't. And I'm sure by the time anybody see my videos, it will be on to something else, but I'm not taking that off my list. It'll just mean that I might be behind time getting there unless I meet someone that speak about it. Or I keep talking about it through my videos. I mean, we got dickhead ass Craig over at Fox News telling me to email him my concerns. And I'm like, yeah, I need to email you. Like I should email him on this right here. Every one of my videos, I should email them. They better be glad I don't got their help yet. It'll catch up with them. I just feel like they got a whole lot to where they being selfish. They're being selfish. Because even if you think about it, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. Jasmin Cockett and this lady Presley, they're not even talking about the people. You don't even see them interviewing the people. They too goddamn bougie collected until they haven't even put a real person next to them to have a conversation. Y'all so loved in the communities. Which communities are you loved in? Like, who on what level of the community love you? Because how long was Jasmin Cockett there for her to have so much love and passion? See, my love and passion for people run deep. And I can introduce you to people that I've met. And that's the connection you need in order to get things accomplished, because you need to be the type of person that understand when people need needs right now and when they are looking for wants. But that's when you got to start balancing and aligning that structure. See, that's when you get half red and then you get half black over there. And then there's some gray in between. But I can tell you this, when I geared it over, it's more black. And there's always going to be more black. There's always going to be more black. It don't matter which way I put it, I make it more black or not. And I'm just trying to say that when you're strong enough and people need to hear you, you need to be able to determine what's black, what's white, what's gray, you know, and just looking at, what I'm saying is looking at Jasmin Crockett and the publicity and the clout that she's gaining. She don't understand she's tarnishing her reputation as being glitzy duddish. I looked at a white lady on a video and she was like bobbleheading her and like dud, like bonquita, like dud, you know, and that pissed me off because I'm saying to myself, okay, Jasmin is going a little bit too far, but in the same breath, the way she's talking, I honestly would listen to her for a few minutes and say, girl, let me talk to this white lady. Because it's people got to know when you're turning it off and when you're turning it back on, but they know when it's on that you're not playing. See, she's making herself look out to be a bobble-headed puppet joke. And it's honestly not funny. Because instead of her taking the high ride and say, I'm going to rise up because I'm already up now, but let me see what my next move need to be. And Binks, you want to stay over there in the hole. Big as that goddamn state is, you in the hole, because them black people is not, they are not backing her the way I would think she should be backed. She's really the only black lady over there that they trying to put up in a position. And if she gained that much momentum and that much people, and people around the world love her so much, where are they really backing her at? And I'm like, do something else. Like, if she can't do anything else, she can do one thing, and I'm going to help her do it. If she start talking about the black women missing over in Texas, over in Washington, I'll help keep her afloat right there. Because she'll think, oh, she's helping me. No, the hell you're not. Because I'm going to get there regardless. It don't have nothing to do with helping. It has everything to do with opening up the doors. It shows two things in the area right now. That things are not black and white in Washington. And it would, to me, it's white right now. Because I don't see where black stand at there. And black has to stand in the capital as well. Because we are a part of this country. And what I'm looking for them to do, I'm looking for them to find out what happened to the black American women over in Washington. It would mean the world to me. And that's for all around the world. But I can only start with one that hits home, which is our capital, which is where the White House is at, which is where the wrong black family was at that shouldn't have been there. But they were sneaky links. And we definitely need to change that. Because we don't, listen, I don't want my kids to never see a black president. And there's a lot of black men out there that's dutiful to the job. But they don't get recognition for that. They don't get recognition. It's a guy now that I really look up to, and I said, man, I wish he would run for governor of Texas, Diaspora, that channel. I really feel like he should run for governor. And even if he ran for governor, guess what? I would support him. How do you support him? I support him on my channel. I support him wherever I go at. Because that's how you build a bond. You can't just be building bonds just in your state. Then you become president, you want everybody to salute your ass. No, what about them people saluting you because y'all used to enjoy yourself as this, and now you got to step up. You just got to make sure if we can't maintain friendships, I'm going to have to cut your ass off. but I still know you. We got to get back to knowing. But if we're growing, we knowing and growing on the same page. That's what's missing right now. If I was able to even talk to him, I would talk to him. And they got difference of opinions, because if I'm not mistaken, I seen a couple of the ladies don't even like Trump. But it doesn't matter if you like Trump or not. And we understand that. That's what I like about that particular network. They understand that too. Because then he come along, he saddled the boat on what is right and what is wrong. He saddles the boat right there. And I feel like I feel like even the governor over there, I think that's Newsom. I think that's him. Even him, it makes no sense to me. Like, you don't have anybody else in your Democratic Party that you can use as spokespeople other than those two. I mean, anybody. You don't got nobody else you can use. I'm not being funny. Or at least y'all come up with a different strategy. And Governor Newsom, I know you can definitely push that agenda about the Black American women. And if I was either one of the ladies, I would definitely get on his pig's tail and I would ask him, hey, let me ride this donkey. 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 I would ride his coattail straight to the goddamn top. And I'm not joking. You know what I'm doing? I'm riding Trump coattail. As long as it's the right one, if it's the coattail, if it's the part of his goddamn coat I need to be on, I'm going to ride his damn coat. And I'm going to ride his coat. And look what time it is. 12:12. If y'all see at 12, I'm telling y'all better tell him thank you. Better tell him thank you. Better tell him thank you. Tell him thank you. I had to send that number to myself. Boom. You better tell him thank you. Better tell him thank you. Better tell him thank you. If you see it, there you go. You better see. You better tell him thank you. When it's shut down, you better tell him thank you. Those are good luck numbers. This would be a time, you know what, honestly, it would mean the world to me for someone to make sense and stand up for the Black. Let's see what's going on, matter of fact. Because I know y'all think I'm joking. Now, there's a war going on. You have Jasmin Cockett and you have Presley. I don't remember the first name. You have them now feeling as though they got ammunition because the Epstein files are out. Over 3,000 or 4,000 files, 3,000, 4,000, something like that, pages. They got time to successfully build a case. From what I heard, these files have been public record, I guess, since the releasing of the case. I don't know. Don't make sense to me. But that's what was reported on one of the news stations because I seen it this morning or yesterday. This morning. I don't understand. If you're that into the Epstein files, I wanted to know why aren't they now into the same type of files with the Black missing women over in Washington, D.C., where the White House is at, the capital of the world, the most secure place in the world, right there where the most Black women are coming up missing. And you're telling me that they won't throw that in the middle of the Epstein file, put them in the middle? Y'all, now we got the Epstein files. Now show us what's going on with the Black women over in Washington. Throw that in there because you're already talking about what's going on with the white women here because it was mostly Caucasian women and women of other foreigner. And I'm not being funny. And y'all know what the truth is. But now we want to also know, now that you're bringing up the Epstein files, now that we have the records and the documents, can we get the records? Can we get the records to the black women missing in Washington, D.C.? Because I have heard no reportings on that. Missing. Y'all didn't see trouble, just slide over there. Missing in WA. It's even pages. Oh, I got to go out. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to come back to it because I just feel like this is a time now. I feel like this is a time now to where they could play tit for tat. And they're not going to play tit for tat. They're not going to play tit for tat the right way because their agenda is only to win as far as, oh, we just won the race. I don't see them ever doing any recordings with any of the victims over there. Because why haven't they recorded anything like going out speaking to people who had to go through the weight game of them coming back after they pulling this hooky from court game, and these victims over there that were flooded out? Why don't they go and speak on any of that? Why don't they start back building the communities the right way? Man, you got to take your L, then you might need to take your L in another area where you weren't so entitled to get it. Where you get to barely do work, and you got to everybody bonquiti in you and all of this in you. You thinking that's okay. Now that you done attracted that crowd, now you think it's okay to cut up, and then you got people letting you think it's okay and it's not. If you're going to cut up, you got to cut up and make sense. Oh, they're going to get real mad at me, and it's not my problem. Go in these comments. I'm going to have to... It just makes no sense to me. How many Africans Yeah, I had to write that down. Sorry about that. Because it seemed to be so interesting to me. It's a lot of black women missing over in Washington. And I would appreciate if somebody look into that. And I think I'm going to start adding that in on my agenda. Because if it's in the White House and Trump say that crime is down, and then he also say that him bringing the National Guard in brought it down, and then the mayor saying that it wasn't really no problems there, I would ask for one exchange. Can y'all give us an update on all the black missing girls from Washington? That's the only thing that I would ask them for. And if I get my chance, I'm going to bring Washington back up. Why? Because Trump is very, very, very protective of the White House. And I want him to know that we're very, very, very protective of the black women and black girls. Just like you're overall protective of everything, I'm protective of that, because that's one thing that we know for a fact. Y'all know, y'all see trouble. Now y'all know good and damn well when trouble braids this room, y'all know good and well that mean we own to a 3-3 and 2-2. We own to something, because I feel white on white and black on black, and there ain't no gray in between. I want to know if Washington is that good, everything is under control, 87% of crime is down. We got the black mayor saying ain't nothing wrong. We got this under control. Thank you. We will help you with the help and so forth. But she ain't mentioned nothing either. One thing that I want them to mention, I want them to mention the black women. I want to know how much of a focal point can we make that? Because I want them to understand at the White House that black women are important as well. And yes, I'm not knocking anybody off, and you can say what you say, and I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back off the table. I would like to understand, because that is the most protected. I would like to know, where are we at with the amount of black women missing in Washington, D.C.? Do we have a file for that, like we have a file for Epstein? Because we've been pushing the files for Epstein, but we need to push the files for the black women missing in America of Washington, D.C. I want to know, can we get the files of the black American / black women missing out of Washington, D.C., because Trump says that 80% of the crime is down. The mayor there says that, oh, they have it under control, and she was quite quaint about it. She was, but I didn't hear anybody mention about the black girls there. And yes, I'm it's more preferable for me, because I don't see nobody else that ever really thought that that was important. And there's been a lot of black women missing from Washington for a while now, and it's never been on anybody's scale, and I want to know why. And I would like to know that, being that we talking about the Epstein files. I mean, in the White House, it's a big territory, because they're trying to attach Epstein to the White House, right? And when I attach my black women over in Washington, they near the White House, ain't they? They the ones built up the White House over there, didn't they? I want to know why they not on the market and the agenda, and I think I need to bring them on in. See, this is what I'm telling you. When you got any kind of seat at the table, you need to bring things in also that come back to the people. See, because if we just talk about Epstein, then we one-sided. I need to mix this up. I would like to see, and then y'all know, y'all ain't see Trouble again, and Trouble went that way right there. Trouble said, you on the right track. Keep going, Queen. Keep going, Lilith. Keep going, Lilith, and I'm still going. So that's quite interesting to me. So I wish that Jasmin Cockett and Miss Presley, I wish that they would have thought of something like that, or if they ever watch anything like this, I wish that they would pay attention to it. But maybe I have to stump the grounds on my own until I can get it out there. And that's just what I'm going to do. Until I'll end up hitting the network. Y'all know I got Oak Trees Queen and Saiddit. I didn't put the other end on it yet, because I haven't decided what I wanted it to be. And we from the knots to the halves. And whoever rocking with me, you better believe it. Detroit man said reparations, and he said hashtag. And I said, Detroit, you better not go nowhere, because hashtag that ass at always. James Miller with his James broke ass again. Black supremacy, the same as Asian supremacy, European supremacy. So which one you from? You must be from the Netherlands. James said for me to shut up. I said, okay, James. Then James said something else, but we got tired of him. And then T said he already ran for president. Yep, I don't know who that is. I'm next. And then who else in here said something? And then Jay said, scary how people don't understand. Thank you, Jay. You understood me? Thank you, Jay. I definitely appreciate you. Then Dickhead Sam says, blacks are it from this day forward. We got them talking like us, dancing like us, watching to come to the cookout. You better know it, Diaz. Diaz, listen. They don't even, and that's what I was trying to say. We got it. Listen, they talking about we don't got a culture. We got something because y'all in other countries talking about us. But I'm trying to tell you, DS, think about Trump coming in here shaking things up. People were literally disrespecting us. Trump know exactly what he doing. That's why he light a fire everywhere he go. So everywhere he go, listen, everything being exposed. Go back to the book of Revelations. You figure it out. Go back to the book of Revelations. People didn't understand. He said, some people say fire gonna ruin the world. Ain't fire being lit everywhere around our country? Fire is already being lit. That's why it's our time now to sit back and watch the chaos. Chaos is our time right now to get those, whatever your blueprint is, get your blueprints together. Get things together where you're gonna see it grow. You just have to manifest. And this would be me talking to anybody with visions and stuff, but I'm really talking to them ones 45 and up, 45, 60, some 65. You probably got to sit on down. You ain't ready no more. Them ones on that age group where we know we had a lot of creativity. We know we had a lot of dreams. Man, y'all pick up the pace, pick it back up. I'm telling you, now is the time to pick it back up. I try to tell you that every day. Every day. And the reason why I'm trying to tell you that every day is because you can look around and you can see it. DS said it. DS said it. And some people would think this being prejudice or racist. It don't have nothing to do with that. And anybody know me would know it doesn't have anything to do with that. I got biracial nieces and nephews. So it has nothing to do with that with me. It has everything to do with, I know my community that I'm in. And I know the hard work and the struggle that we've been through. And I understand it because I'm also a woman. And then I'm also raised by all men. And then I'm also one that never really had friends. Never. Always walked away like damn, man, I already know this. Like, it's like, I don't know. So now I see where I could see a struggling chance. It's not a struggle like it was. I'm taking on my coat. Man, I'm snatching the back of a coat and I'm hauling ass. And right now, the only way you can haul ass is in the air. Unless you're somewhere where there's boots on the ground, then you should be recording their ass. If you're not in that area, then you should be back up in the air talking. When they bring their ass down here, y'all gonna say, damn, her name is on the go. Every time we look at her, she's somewhere in somebody's streets. And I'm going to say, yeah, y'all remember I used to be at that grocery store telling y'all about them people over there stealing. They would be stealing their ass off. I'd be catching them too. But now I'm going to say, see there, I don't know. I see some little legs. I don't know if those are illegal immigrants, but I don't have nothing to do with it. All I know is it's 866 DHS. The number 2, ICE. It's a $750 reward. And if you self-surrender for now, you get $1,000. So we'll reward you for snitching on yourself. But soon we're going to have to up that pot because we'll have enough money to pay everybody back, child. Everybody going to get their checks. But y'all need to make sure when they come to Florida, y'all know it's a lot of work to do down here. And you listen, don't worry about it. We going, by the time this come, DeSantis will have his, I don't want to talk about that man because y'all won't believe what he did. Y'all will not believe what he did with Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz over there. Messed around and put the damn illegal immigrants somewhere where he knew it was native land. He knew the commissioners and the senators told him no. And he trying to brush it off like it ain't nothing. And nobody has said anything to him about it. By the time he get to me, he going to say, damn, I thought I had passed that test. I'm going to say, nope. I rubber band your ass back. Get your ass back over here. And you now need to pay the piper because I've seen you do some boo-boos and you have not paid for those. Y'all gonna say, man, this girl everywhere. I'm gonna say, yup. I done brought y'all enough games. Now y'all gonna say, man, I'd rather go watch her at the corner store. Now y'all gonna understand why my brownie cakes can be so sweet to me, even though y'all be like, and I'll be like, nope, she know better. And my brownie cakes be so sweet because y'all don't understand. I got to rough people ass up, and it be hard roughing people up somewhere. No, it don't. I was about to say it be hard roughing people up, but it don't be hard roughing people up. Only if they step up. That's when it get hard. I be like, see, she about to flinch on my ass. I'm gonna tell you, but she flinch on me, I'm gonna double cup that ass. And I ain't doing it because I'm ghetto ratchet. I'm doing it because it's self-defense. Because you have to learn how to control yourself even when people hit you with a word. Because you don't get to be hitting me and think it's okay. You don't get to do stuff like that. And that's what people need to learn, to keep their hands to themselves. Kool-Aid. That's all I'm saying. James said, hi, is Trump. Right. And 3R said, under attack from who? James talking about the terrorist, and James don't know what he's saying. And see that 3R1C said, bring it on. I don't know what they over there doing. Then Harry say, must be Stativa. And then Trent say, we need a black man president, grassroots. I don't know. We need to look around. I think we need to start being biggest and biased. I think we need to start being biggest and biased because ever since I can remember, we've had men as presidents. And I don't see how things got no better. So if there's a woman out there, because I will be running for president, if I could get, not if, when I get my hands there, and if the dean fits for me too, I will run for president. And long as you understand the people and you can connect with the people don't care about the party style you in. Long as y'all connecting and they know it's about the people and you're building the structure the right way. Right now, it's about the people. And if you don't know how to beat that race, if you think that you're going to still beat the race by just being an arrogant, egotistical, male chauvinistic man, or because you black and you got the cloud, and because no. Not these days. Around these days, you got to come with something a little bit more stable. You got to come with an outlet because people get tired of the talking. But this time, the outlet got to be from the other way. And the way has it been from so forth, it's been about greed. It's been about money. It's not been about structure, and it has not been about growing. You got to start back over. Like, how can you grow? The first way you got to learn how to grow, you got to know the needs of the people. And for me to really understand the needs of the people, I feel like as a president, you got to know each state. And from each state, you got to understand what's their greatest need there. And you need to know their greatest need, and you need to know their smallest percentage of a need. To me. And I don't think they do stuff like that. And I think that they should. I had to write that down. And I feel like, what's today? 9/4. Okay, so I feel like even for the lowest percentage, like as a president, even for the lowest percentage, I feel like you should know the need, because that's the need that you also should watch. Because don't forget, that small need or that small want, it need to be needs or wants. The reason why it need to be, reason why you need to pay attention to that small percentage, Because that small percentage is also what eventually will start growing the right way. And I think we need to get back to stuff like that. I feel like it's to a place to where, just like you can see how Trump trying to break the structure down from there, I feel like now it need to be someone powerful enough to start lifting the structure back up from the bottom. Like, instead of waiting to get all the way to the top. Like one of the reasons why I want my socialist civil circle. I have my socialist civil circle is because even though I'm just writing everything down, it's things where I know that I figure out, even from the presidential side, that's missing, and even things that you can see from a state level side that's missing. And that's where people forgot to continuously connect and have those sort of resources, but not just in your own area. And that's why you see so many mayors. Like, I could see one of the mayors, his name is, I don't even think he the mayor no more, of Rivera. I can't, and it was so much foul stuff about him, and I can't even remember this mayor's name. But I'm going to remember his damn name. And what I like about him, he's a matter of fact, I probably should reach out to him and find out the needs from him. That's if they ain't done crossed over and switched out. Because one thing that he will do, he message back. And that's so appreciated. But I think I'll reach out to him too. However, he was one mayor that would leave the country and go visit other mayors and stuff in other countries. Like, he stayed in the African area. I don't think I ever really seen him in Jamaica, but maybe so. But he was a good mayor where he would leave out the country, but I don't ever really recall him visiting other mayors on the inside of the country. And it's just stuff like that that I feel need to be looked into, and I will look into it. And I'm still looking into that socialist civil circle because I'm still looking for the right person and the right people. Thank everybody, solid y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'll be right back. Y'all know what I'm about to do now because I got other things on my mind that I want to fuss about, but then I can't fuss about it. Jasmin Cockett, if you listening, girl from over there with you, Presley, y'all going about it, doing it the right way and the wrong. I would just ask if y'all would still, or please bring up the topic of, over right in the White House, the most protected capital in the whole world, why do we have so many Black American women missing? Just like you want to find and gather the news, 3-4 years later, not saying that that's not important. However, from what I'm hearing, those cases was public record. Y'all throw shade and tell me if it's true or not. I'm telling y'all what y'all goddamn TV station saying. Okay, I'm back on track. Now, I'm only asking, the same way you want to know all this information about Epstein, can you put the Black girls there? And then go back to the White House? I don't care if it knocked the mayor ass down. Make her wake up too, because we're going to need a report from her about things. And if she got the right to report it, she should be able to report two things back to us, whether or not that goddamn crime got under control. And can you tell us more about the Black girls that's missing? Has anybody been reaching out to you because they need to open up these cases? Can you tell us how many are missing in your area at least? Can we put some spark on that ass? Anybody with me on that? Y'all gonna talk about Epstein. Can we talk about it all? This your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say y'all become and stay a Queen King.